Everything about Sean Diddy Combs once screamed invincible. He had fame, fortune, and a music empire that reshaped pop culture. Yet behind the gilded curtain, rumors are swirling that his world has taken a drastic turn, one so severe it's left him nearly unrecognizable behind bars. Whispers of a hidden diagnosis and shocking jailhouse behavior have lit up social media, fueling speculation that Diddy's health and freedom might be on the brink of collapse. But what's really happening to the man once considered untouchable, and how did he get to this point? The story is as tangled as it is disturbing. Once the toast of A-list parties and chart-topping studios, Diddy now sits in a detention center, dodging lawsuits, trembling over alleged poisons, and fending off rumors of an acute STD that could upend everything he built. People are questioning how someone so powerful could fall so fast, and if he can ever return to the top. Strap in, because we're about to peel back the layers on a narrative that mixes celebrity, controversy, and an underbelly most never knew existed. Let's set the stage. In September 2024, Diddy found himself slapped with charges that included allegations of coercion and other disturbing claims tied to multiple partners. The once celebrated entrepreneur who shaped modern hip-hop was suddenly recast as a defendant waiting for trial in a Brooklyn detention center. Headlines ran wild with talk of fallen icons, but the real discussion was about what actually landed him there. From the outside, it's easy to assume that wealth and status could keep anyone above the law. Yet, in this case, it appears those defenses are crumbling. It didn't take long for rumors to multiply. Some said he'd lose everything: his business partnerships, his brand collaborations, his relevance, because these allegations were more severe than the typical celebrity dust-up. Others believed it was just a brief setback, convinced Diddy had enough clout and resources to walk free on technicalities. Either way, the music mogul had to navigate a system where star power counts for very little. And as we'd soon see, the tension of jail life would spark even more alarming gossip, not just about what he'd done on the outside, but also what he might be doing on the inside. Almost immediately, whispers emerged of strange behavior in his cell. Words spread about tantrums, isolation, and even a refusal to see certain lawyers or staff. But underneath that drama lay a more troubling narrative, one that suggested his hidden life had finally caught up to him. Because while the public had long speculated about his private affairs, nobody expected the alleged truth to surface in such a blunt, disturbing fashion. Before prison, Diddy's image was that of a party king, often surrounded by glamorous women at VIP lounges and exclusive events. Yet rumors about his secret flings with men were never far behind, floating through industry circles as hushed gossip. It's said that he kept a carefully curated circle of individuals who knew the real story, but were too invested or too scared to speak out. The result? A double life that existed just below the surface. Now, sources claim that this down-low lifestyle hasn't stopped just because he's behind bars. Allegedly, Diddy has formed alliances with other inmates that go far beyond the usual prison friendships. Some insiders even paint a picture of him presiding over a small group of devoted followers, people who apparently cater to his every request. Could this be the man who used to command private jets and penthouse suites, now exerting the same influence with a few loyal cell block allies? The stories sound outlandish, but so do many rumors until they're proven true. The twist is that the so-called groupies in jail aren't just there to fold his blankets. Innuendo points to activities that push every boundary of prison norms. Some watchers wonder if this is his way of clinging to the last vestiges of power. Others argue it's a continuation of his alleged appetite for domination, something that's been rumored for years in the entertainment world. Whichever side you land on, these unverified claims have sparked conversations about what might really go on once the cell doors slam shut. As if the talk of forced encounters and secret flings wasn't enough, a wave of speculation about Diddy's health began to ripple through social media. People whispered that he'd contracted a serious condition. Some said HIV, others described it only as an acute STD that had drastically affected his physical appearance. The biggest catalyst for these rumors? The relentless commentary from Jaguar Wright, an artist known for calling out big names in the industry with eyebrow-raising accusations. Jaguar Wright took her claims public, saying Diddy was facing it head up, and that she knew numerous other men in the same predicament. She insisted this problem wasn't confined to him alone. but hinted at a silent epidemic lurking in the upper echelons of the music world. Naturally, fans and skeptics alike demanded proof, but Wright held back on dropping names, promising instead that she'd reveal them on her own terms. Whether or not people believe her, the conversation she sparked brought an intense spotlight onto Diddy's health, forcing many to wonder if his rumored illness had any connection to his bizarre behavior behind bars. Yet the story isn't that straightforward. A handful of insiders claim Diddy's health woes began well before his arrest, pointing to occasional weight fluctuations and suspicious hospital visits. But for the longest time, his PR machine and his iron grip on the media narrative buried such talk. Now that he's in jail, the walls appear to be closing in. Unfiltered rumors flood the internet, painting a grim picture of a once mighty mogul weighed down by a life-threatening condition. However, without official confirmation, everyone is left speculating if there's a kernel of truth behind this wildfire of allegations. Prison life is never easy, but for a celebrity used to five-star luxuries, it can be downright traumatizing. Multiple sources assert that Diddy's mental state is fraying under the constant threat he perceives from other inmates and from the food he's served. His refusal to step out of his cell has put the entire facility on edge as guards and legal teams scramble to figure out how to deal with his erratic demands. One rumor claims he's convinced someone might try to slip poison into his meals, leading him to refuse most of what's on his tray. This paranoia reportedly goes beyond just food. Some say he's fearful of retribution from individuals outside or inside the prison who might blame him for past transgressions. Everything from broken business deals to rumored accidents that left would-be rivals out of the picture. In the swirl of these allegations, it's easy to see why he might feel haunted. After all, if he truly orchestrated such dark deeds, could someone be plotting the same for him now? The fear has apparently led to more than just anxious speculation. Talk of a meltdown during the holidays hints at a deeper psychological break. Allegedly, Diddy demanded a personal nutritionist and private chef, requests that were immediately shot down by the prison administration. He's also rumored to be skipping showers and recreation time to avoid contact with others. If these accounts hold any water, it suggests a man imprisoned not just by steel bars, but by his own dread, unable to trust anyone around him. If you thought the scandal was contained to a single criminal case, think again. Diddy faces multiple lawsuits, many of which revolve around allegations of sexual misconduct, coercion, or even more extreme claims. Some suits involve high-profile individuals who say they were too scared to speak up before. Others are from lesser-known accusers who saw his arrest as a chance to finally seek justice. In any case, the sheer volume of legal battles piling up is staggering. The big question: why isn't he actively fighting these cases in open court? One explanation might be the rumored meltdown and health issues. Another possibility is a strategic move by his legal team. Refusing to leave his cell might create logistical hurdles that delay proceedings, giving them extra time to build a defense. After all, a drawn-out legal process could exhaust plaintiffs or force them into settlements. It's a classic stalling technique, albeit one that doesn't do much to improve his public image. Then there's the intrigue around service of process. Reports indicate that Diddy's attorneys have struggled to coordinate legal paperwork because he literally won't come out to sign anything. This gridlock has forced judges and lawyers to reschedule key court dates. While some see it as a desperate ploy to buy time, others believe it may be tied to his alleged diagnosis. Perhaps he's physically or psychologically unable to handle the stress of confronting these lawsuits head-on. Either way, the result is a swirling chaos that keeps fans, critics, and the entire music industry guessing. Jaguar Wright's voice cuts through this chaos with a blunt force few others can match. She's repeatedly painted Diddy as a devil in interviews, claiming he's part of an intricate manipulative system that preys on up-and-coming artists for profit. In her eyes, he's more than just a star gone wrong. He's a linchpin in a much bigger network of power players. If what she says is true, Diddy has long been protected by powerful industry figures who turned a blind eye to his darker impulses in exchange for business gains. According to Wright, she's been warning people for years about both Diddy and Jay-Z, insisting they're monsters hidden behind polished personas. Yet, until Diddy's arrest, her words were often brushed aside as sensational talk from someone seeking attention. The recent developments, however, have many reconsidering. Some wonder if her accusations were grounded in real events, especially now that multiple allegations, lawsuits, and wild theories about Diddy have converged all at once. Wright has also hinted that she's far from done talking. She's teased the possibility of revealing a list of individuals she believes are living with undetectable conditions or engaged in exploitative practices. Whether she'll deliver on those threats remains to be seen, but the potential fallout could be monumental. The specter of more revelations keeps people on edge, waiting to see if even bigger names will be dragged into this whirlpool of accusations and hush-hush secrets. Not long ago, Diddy's name was synonymous with success in hip-hop and beyond. He embodied the rags-to-riches story, an ambitious figure who transformed an entire music genre through sheer will, savvy business moves, and relentless hustle. But now, that carefully curated legacy is on the brink of total collapse. With each new lawsuit, each new rumor, and each piece of damning speculation, the shimmering image he cultivated over decades erodes further. Industry insiders who once lauded him as a mentor and visionary have gone silent, and for good reason. Aligning with Diddy in this climate could be a career ender if the allegations prove true. Sponsors and brands that once flocked to partner with him are rumored to be making quiet exits, ending endorsement deals, and stepping away from future collaborations. Meanwhile, fans who grew up loving his music grapple with how to separate the artist from the man. The big question remains, is there any coming back from this level of scandal? In today's culture, public memory can be short, but certain accusations stick like glue. If he genuinely faces severe health problems, even that might not overshadow the legal storm swirling around him. Add to it a potential wave of new revelations, and you have the makings of a downfall that could change the face of the entertainment industry for good. From rumored secret lives to life-threatening illnesses, from industry power plays to prison paranoia, the saga of Diddy's downfall has become a living, breathing spectacle. Every day brings a fresh angle, new allegations, new stories of him refusing to eat, new accounts of bizarre demands behind bars. Jaguar Wright's comments, along with those of other insiders, only add fuel to a fire that's now roaring so loudly the entire entertainment world can't ignore it. The man who once defined hip-hop's lavish lifestyle now appears trapped in a nightmare of his own making, cut off from the glitz and wealth that once shielded him from consequences. Where does this leave him? And where does it leave us, the viewers and fans? Is he a cautionary tale about how absolute power can corrupt absolutely? Or is there a possibility that truth is getting twisted in the frenzy of rumor and resentment? These questions linger with no easy answers. What is certain, however, is that the outcome will reverberate far beyond one individual. It may force an entire industry to reckon with the secrets it has harbored for years. Will Diddy manage to restore any shred of his former glory? Or is this truly the endgame for one of music's most influential figures? Only time, and perhaps Jaguar Wright's next explosive revelation, will tell. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. Every new claim raises the stakes, and as the legal battles continue to unfold, the real truth might be more jaw-dropping than any rumor we've heard so far. Until then, keep your eyes on those headlines. You never know when another bombshell might drop, reshaping the Diddy narrative and the entire entertainment landscape forever.